We now welcome UFC middleweight Joaquin Buckley. Mr. Buckley, thank you for the time today, sir.
No, thank you.
We will take the first set of questions from Gabriel Gonzalez with Capeside Press.
Joaquin, so obviously you get that knockout. It's anywhere and everywhere. Can you talk about how life has changed since then?
Life has changed, man, just with people knowing my name and, having that exposure right now is a big deal, because all it does is bring more profit to me, and allows me to get more fights and people come after me, whatnot, just trying to get that name. So, it does a lot for me. And that's the only thing that's changed is just the exposure for me. I'm known now instead of unknown.
Do you ever randomly find yourself watching it back on your phone or anything?
I can't help but run into it all the time. People tagging me in it, but I don't really be tripping off of it. It's something that it was just a moment. You know what I mean? It's time to make another one come November 21st.
When you have a performance like that and you go back to the gym, can you where do you even start in terms of, like, what do we need to work on? Because I'm assuming it's a bit of a weird feeling because you have that amazing high.
No, not at all, man. We never get high off of what we do. We just constantly keep working and keep getting better and just adding to the game. So, I'm never getting high off of what, my success, you know what I mean? It's where my failures are. So we just look at what, we heard that and we just keep working on the tools. That's it.
Can you talk about getting the call? Because this is a relatively quick turnaround. Like when they asked you, did they tell you, hey, we want to strike while the iron is hot and get you right back in there?
Right. So I got almost like a text, whatnot, from the management team, just letting me know that I had a fight. Actually, this fight was supposed to be set up in January. I was like, nah, I really want to fight a little sooner than that. And the UFC hooked me up, and they was like, all right, November. I said, say less. So it was good. They really trying to work with me and push me further. So I love it. So
My last one. What are your thoughts on Jordan Wright as an opponent?
I think he's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Just feel sorry for him that he got to fight a person like me because I'm coming for the head all day.
I hear you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Oh, wait, well, hold on. We will take the next set of questions from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Hey Joaquin, coming out of the last fight, as you mentioned, your knockout was everywhere, and it's probably going to end up being, knockout of the year when it's all said and done. But how important is it for you to build on that, to go out there, and obviously you can't predict you're going to have another knockout like that, but to build on that and show that, it wasn't a one-trick pony, it wasn't a fluke that you hit that knockout and kind of go out and do, have a great fight this time.
I feel you. Right now, what I use for this knockout for now having exposure, I just network. You know what I mean? I network with other people, and I just pretty much just try to gain them connections, whatever that I never had before. Because like that's the only thing that this kick has brought. Which you know what I mean? We're cool. Extra 50,000, that's awesome. But the exposure is so much more right now. You know what I mean? So that actually brings more money, and then like I said, to make better connections within the UFC as well. So that's what we're working on, just making bigger connections and networking with other people.
As you said, at this point, it's kind of unavoidable to see the knockout and talk about the knockout. But I got to ask you, of all the things that came after that moment, how cool was it to see the Kanye West thing?
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I can't, say it enough. You know what I mean? I'm appreciative of Kanye West for, throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend within the hip hop community. And for him to be inspired by my kick, and come out with a little classic hit like that, it's pretty cool. So I'm grateful. That's it.
I don't want to take the attention away from the fight with Jordan Wright. Obviously, undefeated guy, very good, and I'll get back to him in a second. But I think a lot of people are still talking about the possibility of you fighting James Krause. I'm sure you've seen a lot of things he said about you after your fight. Is that something that you would want to pursue after this fight?
Most definitely, but there's no reason to talk about him. Jordan Wright needs his respect. You know what I mean? 11-0. I got a dangerous dude in front of me. 11 finishes and whatnot. There's no need to talk about James Krause. All the people that he beat or like won against, whatever, is not even signed with the UFC anymore. So no reason to talk about him.
And last thing, talking about Jordan Wright, coming into the last one, Impa had a lot of, hype around him coming off the Contender Series. He was talking about jumping into, short notice fights against top 15 fighters. And obviously you silenced that pretty quickly with your knockout. Jordan, undefeated guy, do you feel like this is kind of a fun way to, kind of build yourself, taking his first loss, that kind of thing?
Yeah, handing out lessons, man. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'm making fighters better. You know, they're not gonna quit after that. You know what I mean? They still gonna be in the game, but I'm making them better. So I'm handing them that first loss. Trust me, I know what it felt like when I took my first L. It didn't stop me. It made me better. So I feel proud to do that. You know, hand people their first loss.
Thank you, Joaquin.
Yes, sir.
We will take our next set of questions from Cote Cruz with the 4 to Win podcast.
Hey, Joaquin, how you doing? Good to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Same.
It's a pleasure to talk to you. I'm talking to you from Santiago, Chile, a place where you made a lot of fans. I wanted to
Really?
ask you about, yeah, really. It was all over the local news. It was a great KO, yeah. So everybody's talking about the KO. I wanted to give it a little bit of a spin to the question. I wanted to know what was the most memorable reaction to it, either by a fan on social media, by a family member. I know Kanye West is pretty big as a reaction, you're right, but there's a lot of things that probably a lot of people told you. So I wanted to know what was the most important ones, or the one that stick out the most.
I don't know, man. You got so many, bro. You got so many. Just like, you know, the outpour from thousands, you know what I'm saying, of people, you know what I mean, from all over the world, you know, just at once messaging me, you know what I'm saying, and as well, like, so I played this guy named Freak, artist from Abu Dhabi, whatever, his music called Walla Kilmer, you know what I mean, and he even reached out, you know what I mean, he was able to see that, you know what I mean, so that was pretty cool, you know what I mean, you know, to you know, people that's just on the grind and trying to better themselves, whatever, you know what I mean, supporting one another within that type of manner. So that was pretty cool. So it's just too many, man. It's too many, you know, to just name out one. All right.
Yeah, but Kanye, I mean, wow.
Right.
I feel you, bro. So I wanted to give you a chance to address to the new fans in South America, Latin America, the Spanish-speaking fans. What could they expect for this Saturday?
Just expect fireworks. You know what I mean? There's nothing different. Anytime I go out there, it's exciting. It's never gonna be a boring fight. You know, I don't care about whether I win or lose, as long as you're entertained. As long as you entertain, that's my job. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go out there, have fun, do what I do, and just look for that finish again. Hopefully within the first round.
Best of luck, sir. Hopefully you'll get it done. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. No luck needed.
Thank you so much, Joaquin. That is all the questions we had for you, sir.
Blessings, man. Thank y'all so much.